we got a few people eating here, but welcome to Crit and Rally. I believe last time did we start or end with somebody chugging?
It started with me chugging.
Okay, then
So
I
that's
guess
Evan.
it's me this
I'm
time.
having
'Cause
water.
Oh.
I'm the only one with an alcoholic beverage here. So let's talk a little bit. I'm empty on my drink, so let me
Okay.
make a little something here. First question I have for you guys is what'd you think of the stream or favorite part of the stream?
You know,
Um,
Of the session, not the stream.
I think the juiciest part is always the cliffhanger.
I was gonna say the end. Yeah.
It starts making me extrapolate into what's gonna happen, like all the, um, they're not very good at cliffhangers.
I was thinking because like technically necessarily that really shouldn't have that wasn't like the most natural time for something like that to be brought up.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I was like, I would much rather have you guys like doing that is not saying, oh, next session you guys are gonna figure out what's going on. Like
Yeah.
I would much
Yeah.
rather have you guys excited for next session than end on you guys shopping and the tailor saying, I'll see you tomorrow for before you guys leave.
Yeah, literally.
yeah.
And it's like I would rather have a cool cliffhanger every session and it be like, yeah, you might not get to it now, but this is something that clicks. This is
Mhm.
part of the puzzle that clicks in the character's head. Like that's just something that I kind of brought into my style of DMing, and I think I enjoy it.
It's nice.
I think I think my favorite part so far is the PC dynamics that we have continually going on. Because obviously there's the group dynamic, which is pretty good. But like there's like the like sidebar dynamics that are really, 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 really fun. And everyone has like their own like there's the Kaseki Drugan sidebar, which they have, which is like really fun because it's like the really, really big guy and like the really, really small guy. And then there's like kind of this Simon Miles one sometimes, but like not all the time. And then now we got the Kaseki Miles one where they got to go off and do their thing. And
Yeah.
where Simon and Drugan got to go off and do their thing. So it's fun. We're getting those because in a group of three, I feel like it's a lot easier in a group of three just to have the group dynamic.
Yeah.
But in a group of four, it's a little bit bigger of a group, so it's cool to have like the side.
Can you guys all hear each other?
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm off. My
Hey,
audio
did you, hey,
is
did,
out.
hey, no,
Can
did
you guys hear me?
Hey, did you hit
Yeah.
your? Yes. Hey. Hey.
I turned my headphones down.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to like tell you to
Yeah.
turn your headphone up.
I must have. I clipped it with my shoulder. I don't know.
But yeah, what I was saying is the sidebars, like having those sidebars with like everyone getting their own sidebar now. Because in a group of three, it's a little easier. It's like a little easier in a group of three. But like
Yeah.
in the group of four, you do have those like personal moments with like other people, and it just makes it. I think it's really, really cool, especially now. And this is like I say it every session. This is the best role playing session we've had yet.
I feel like one of the things that I didn't like was originally I found it hard, Jarrett, to distinguish between Miles and Simon thematically.
Yeah.
Because they were both like a little bit more peppy, both a
Mhm.
little bit. Our vocal tones are similar,
Yeah.
I think. So it was like creating two distinct people was hard, but then once we start having like the 2 and 2 groups, you contrast them better, so they feel different and more fun, I think.
Yeah, and I definitely the way I started Simon isn't the way I'm playing him now, because I want I started out playing him and I was like, man, I don't really want to play him like that, and then there was like I was really lost in like session 3 and 4. I was like, man, I really just don't know how I want to play Simon. I don't know if I want to play him as like a kind of like a guardy type guy who's kind of serious, but like not always serious, but just serious, but like just kind of lacks that like bad bone. Like he's gonna be serious about some stuff, but he's like just a nice guy. Like he's just always like, my name's Simon Mouse. He's courteous, but like, or if I wanted to play him as like some like kind of a little ditzy, like the scroll boy with that he was whenever, like the scroll boy he was whenever we first met Simon. But now I've kind of
total loser,
yeah. And maybe that was like the natural progression of him like becoming an adventurer now. But now I've kind of got this set point. Today was really like okay, this is who Simon is. He's just like a courteous, he's been not really a guard, but he's been kind of a yes man, and now he's kind of off doing his own thing, and now I've like separated that. And I've noticed some other, like I feel like everyone's kind of now fallen into their, this is how I want to play my character now that we're in episode 5, you know what I mean? Which I think that makes sense, you know what I mean? We're all like, even the characters are new to adventuring, so it was kind of cool just to kind of like, now we're like, boom, here we are.
Something that I thought was really fun right at the end on that cliffhanger, and something that I can like tell you guys kind of behind the screen. So I had a D6, and I said 1 through 3 is going to be a cliffhanger for Kasaki. 4 through 6 is going to be a cliffhanger for Simon, and I rolled a 5. So like I had like a few drops like ready to go, and I was like, I don't want to like just decide what it is. Like I want to roll and see what it's going to be. So like, and this, I had like both ready to go, and I was like, if I don't use one here, or the one that I don't use here, I know where I'm going to use it. So like now I actually have like the plan of, okay, this one for Simon got used right here. This one's gonna go over here, you know.
Yeah.
So like that's cool, like to roll for something and get it like rolls almost make your plans as a DM, which I think is really cool. I think my favorite part of this session was I don't know. Rock Hopper was fun.
Yeah, dude. I was like, how deep is he gonna make him into a bro?
Rock Hopper and the Emperor were super fun to play. I need to get better at not laughing, like keeping composure, because I couldn't. I would say my favorite part of the session was you guys getting your new items.
It was exciting.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
I think because that's something that I've been like waiting on, that every week I'm like, you guys didn't get there. You guys didn't get, and like that's the thing that I was like wanting to give you guys. And I think level 4, they're not like super intense items that like are overpowered. The no disadvantage on stealth for Kasaki, that's the best
big,
one.
yeah.
That's
Nice.
that's the best one. But like I've been waiting to do that for so long.
So like, since I went first, I got the hand wraps, and then I went over to my little character sheet on like Hero Forge, and I just like I scribbled them in real quick, and then I completely like almost didn't listen to any of the other guys because I was just too busy.
Yeah, I know I have to give my character a ring now.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
some of your guys' things are unknown to me.
I like the Bengals too, because like sorcerers are so strong, but like when you have a 13 AC, that you are getting hit every time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at least 15, there's a chance that like, especially at higher levels, that if they
Plus
roll
14 to
a
hit.
yeah, like if they roll a 1 through a 3, there's a chance that you don't get hit. But
Yeah.
like 13, they could roll a 2 and you're getting murked. Like,
Real quick, I just want to brag about my character that I made on Hero Forge because I, I, I just want everyone to notice that I did in fact put in my blue suede shoes that I bought.
Oh,
I find that to be an important thing.
Ooh,
Although
we
I
should
would-
make our white coat characters.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, you know what I could do? I can take our Hero Forge characters, take out the background, and use them in our thumbnails.
There we
Yeah.
go.
you
Okay,
can
get on
And
it.
you should make a bald character.
you can also, I think you can just export like PD
Oh, PDF,
not
yeah.
P,
You can screenshot. Yeah.
Like a JPEG or something.
PNGs.
JPEGs, yeah.
You should make a DM one.
Have you guys seen?
Should I make it a narrator one?
Yeah.
I'll do that like right now. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so I did want to ask you guys a question. Feel free not to tell if you guys don't want to share. You guys obviously know what I picked. But what feats or what did you guys go for level 4?
That's a good one.
Don't have to share if you don't want to. If you want to keep it a secret.
I would love to share. Actually, I've actually, since I didn't use any of it, I've been questionably deciding if I want to say what it was yet because I'm in between two. But one of them is Feywild, which it very clearly fits thematically.
Yeah.
Which is nice because it +1 charisma, which would bump me into the +4 as opposed to +3 category. And it also gives me access to Misty Step and then another spell, which I can cast once per long rest.
Without using a spell slot.
Without using a spell slot,
Nice.
which is cool. But then the other one is Actor. And
The actor feat's so cool.
yeah, it just looks really fun
Yeah.
from a roleplay perspective.
I'm not sure if is it a plus to charisma and performance, I'm guessing?
It increased charisma by 1,
Okay.
advantage on deception and performance checks. When trying to pass yourself off as a different person. And then the fun part is you can mimic the speech of another person
Yeah.
That's
or sounds made by
crazy.
creatures.
That's
And
so
I-
cool.
That's
I
fun.
really like the race Kinkus
Mhm.
The bird.
because they get that mimic. They get mimic like right off the bat, which is so crazy. Like if you made a Kinku bard, that would just be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also Miles was raised with traveling salesmen and performers.
Yeah, I think you playing into that would be cool.
Here goes
Yeah.
the chug.
I'll cut
So
the
it's
chug
like-
to the beginning.
I can double down on the Fey touched and get, I guess, like extra spell and Misty Step. So Actor, I think Actor's the cool role play thing. Plus,
Mhm.
it'll let me get to role play other stuff, which I think is fun.
Yeah.
A role playing something. So I think I might go with that. But then Misty Step is dope. Teleporting's almost like, dang. That's
Misty Step's such a good spell.
Anyways, what about you guys?
Obviously, I took Telepath.
Oh, true.
Yeah, which is I get detect thoughts twice a day. I don't know. I was gonna ask you, are you willing to let me if I just want to know surface levels slots? Do I need to use that?
I'll have to look up the spell because I know you have to roll for deeper thoughts.
Yeah,
Um,
I was wondering, could
but,
I
like-
not use it for just surface level thoughts?
I mean, to give you, there's so much that people think about on the surface
Yeah.
that like that would be pretty OP if I gave you that
Yeah.
without using a spell slot.
I tried.
Detect thoughts
I have it right here.
spell.
Oh.
You should just, if he casts it and you don't want him to know something, just give him some like bad information, just like stupid stuff.
Well, so the way it works is there's like surface level thoughts and then deeper in your mind thoughts. So if he casts it for surface level thoughts, he doesn't have to roll. He knows, oh man, I hope my wife doesn't find out I kissed a girl at a bar last night, right? But then like if he can roll, what is it? Intelligence,
Wisdom.
wisdom. He can roll wisdom, and that is a.
They roll against me. It's DC 14.
Yep. Yep. And if he wins, then he would go deeper. So it would be like maybe deeper thoughts be like, oh man, I didn't just kiss that girl at the bar last night. Like he would get more in depth on what the surface level thoughts are.
Mm-hmm.
But if they win that DC 14, then they know he is trying to enter their thoughts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a gamble.
I like it.
But yeah, it gives me that. It increases my intelligence score by 1. And then I get to obviously talk to people within 60 feet of me through my mind. And yeah, I thought telepathic was pretty cool. I thought that made sense with the Psy warrior type thing. I was gonna take slasher, but I was like, I don't know. I like to do big damage, but also like a D6. It's just an extra D6. Like
Something I thought was really cool that I don't know if you guys caught on. And it just reminded me when you said you have 60 feet of range for your telepathy. When Rockhopper was like, yeah, I can call my friend in Jimmeran. That's a different continent.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yeah.
oh, I didn't know that.
that's what your first campaign was at. That one
Yeah.
girl.
So like I thought it was cool how you guys were like, and especially Miles, or Simon, because Simon might not know of like what Jimmeran is,
Yeah.
and it's like there's more outside of Operas. That's
Yeah.
like so cool, and I can do this instantly within 60 feet, but this guy with this one device can do it in a tiny bit longer, but he can go
Anywhere in the world.
across the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Evan, what feat did you take?
I took the Dungeon Delver because
Oh, that's so. I've never taken that feat, and I've always wanted to.
really, well, I was like you. I was like, I could just go like balls to the wall, like damage and like fighting, but like that's not fun. So I figured I would take this one. So you have an advantage on wisdom, perception, and intelligence investigation checks made to detect the presence of secret doors. You have an advantage on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps. You have resistance to damage dealt by traps, and then traveling at a fast pace doesn't impose the normal -5 penalty on your passive wisdom perception.
Whoa! I didn't realize it did that much.
Yeah, so the whole traveling passive wisdom, like perception and stuff like that, that is something that is a rule of D&D.
We
I
roll
don't-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we roll
don't-
here.
It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, you guys are traveling in a caravan, right, or something. Roll perception. You rolled a 19. Okay, well that's actually only a 14. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's so.
You should give him proficiency in it if we're moving.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
What's your proficiency? +2, I'm guessing.
Wait. There's no proficiency.
It's our proficiency, but what is it? Oh, it's 2. It's +2 right now.
Oh.
At level 4.
Yeah. So if you're traveling,
It's right
Just
there
add-
next to your charisma, right to the right of your charisma, in between your walking speed and your charisma.
Charisma. Oh, +2. Yeah, +2.
yeah. So we're gonna change our feet a little bit. If you guys are traveling in a caravan, carriage, on horseback, something like that. I'm not gonna do it while you guys are just like normally walking. But if you guys are doing something traveling at a faster pace, add that +2 to your perception.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but I can't have detect thoughts. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. 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 You want to be like that? Okay.
What did you choose, Carson?
Yeah.
My fate was easily the least cool of everyone involved, and is literally just tough.
No, that's
No,
the best.
that is the best one out of all.
It was at least cool. It's not like all I get is more health.
Which-
There's nothing else I have to keep track of, or I picked it because I felt like it fit the character the best. Because I've been going through this, campaign as a super large man. Everyone comments on how large I am, yet I have the same health as everyone else. Now
Yeah.
I've got double the health of everyone else, which makes more sense.
And like when you get later on in the campaign, level 10, 12, 14, all that, and you're getting, I think, like, is it +2 to each?
It's +2
like-
each time I gain
Yeah,
health.
like,
Wow.
and you're gonna be at, like, you'll be at 100 hit points while everyone else is at like 75. Like, that's going to be a big boost.
Which
Yes.
again makes sense with my size. But also I find it hilarious that I am now a tank cleric.
Yeah.
That's what we'd like to see, though.
I've always kind of thought of,
Clerics as tanks.
I mean, like,
I
yeah,
have too,
just
personally.
because like the heavy armor makes me think like, because I always think as fighters as these fit guys that wear heavy armor, but it's almost like set to their, like, fits their skin. But I've always thought of clerics as, yes, these bigger guys that wear beefy heavy armor that just makes them look like, yo, I can take this level 4 fireball that's coming at me right now, like, easily.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
I'm just like the tanky healer. Like they said you don't have to worry about me dying because I'll
Yeah.
never get hit.
And like I think it's good that like healers should be,
well,
when it
armor.
comes down to it, healers should be the last one on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Like, they should be the last to go down to revive everyone else.
Yep.
Like, that makes total sense to me. Well, like, spellcasters, wizards, sorcerers, even rogues. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, rogues are sneaky, but if they get hit,
Wow.
it's not good news.
Mhm.
Like, did everyone? I guess I didn't say what feat I took.
There you go.
Yeah. What's the DM feat?
I took the I actually have
You
something
took the
that I
bald
can't.
feat.
I,
Plus
No,
2
it's
to
wax.
shiny.
Yeah. Wax is the feet. He's bald is now shiny.
I took the aftershave feat. I automatically get rid of razor rash.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's super nice. So I can tell you, one of the characters, one of the NPCs, I can tell you a feat that they have. They have the skilled feat.
Which one? Clyde?
I can't tell you that.
Clyde?
I can't tell you that.
It's rock dropper.
It's rock hopper.
Annabeth.
I can actually tell you with 100% certainty, Rockhopper does not have the skilled feat.
He did so
Rock-
good.
Rockhopper has the pothead feat.
The grower.
The stone feet.
He actually has tough because he's stoned all the time. That's the reason.
Nice.
No, I can tell you you have met them, but an NPC that you will meet in the future as well, has the skilled feat.
Up Edgar.
Let's see if
I'm
this.
afraid.
Could be Edgar.
I'm trying to see if this.
Easy.
It's Edgar. You think?
Gotta be.
I'm trying to think of like who would even have like who's even high enough level to have a feat.
I would think Aldrich or Bartholomew.
I was gonna say Aldrich.
Think about it this way. I will give you. This should be a pretty big hint. Think about it this way. You guys all started out with a feat. Why wouldn't I do that with my NPC?
Oh, so it has to be a human. Oh, it's fucking Tito.
No, you guys. Yeah, you guys all started out
Yeah.
with a feat. Why wouldn't I do that? Well, they could be a level 1,
Yeah.
right? But if they're starting out with a feat, it might be. Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't wait to. Oh gosh.
I was
I
Annabeth, that feat is into baking.
Baking feat.
The baking feat? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's actually what
There is one. I know. I looked at it.
Rockhopper has. Rockhopper has the
That's
baking.
The baked feat. I do think that this next session is going to be fun because I feel like this is going to be our first big fight. Like,
Yeah.
This is going to be our endurance fight. This is going to be potentially wave after, if we do it really bad, wave after wave after wave of just people. Because we don't even know how many people are there. We know there's the 8, but we don't even know if, like, we've even fought, like, the actual, like, head people. The people who can talk. You know what I mean? So I'm, like, I'm interested to see how we do in a situation where some of us might be going down.
Yeah, and I think doing, because like that first battle that you guys had against the White Coats, that would be described as a easy battle,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Like I think doing that, I realized I was like, oh, let's.
We got
Everyone knows what they're doing now. Like Miles knows what spells to cast now. He can Drugan, he knows like that whole last session, that kick you did on that one person and then flew up and hit the main guy. Like that's cool, and bonuses like that, yeah, I'm gonna give you that +1 to hit or whatever it was I gave you. Like if you guys are playing your characters like that, it's like, oh, I have to make my enemies
No
on that level. Like
Yeah.
I have to make it so, and like 4th level, you guys are at 4th level, it's not gonna be like, yo, there's one bad guy that's a CR of 12 and he could put all of you guys down. Like it's gonna be like that. Yo, there's 4, 5, 6 bad guys that are a little bit lower CR, but
There's a lot of them.
there's a lot of them. They could put you down.
Which I think people do not take advantage of having multiple enemies on the battlefield. Everyone wants to do big boss fights in D&D, and I hate it because I hate boss fights because they're easy. They're not easy, but typically people don't challenge them right. Like people, they're like, oh, let's have this one guy balance it out. Let's say it's a CR 12, and then we run through it because we're focusing one guy. You know what I mean? Like, but when there's 8 people and potentially one guy's gonna go run back and get more guys, then it's dire. Like, you know what I mean? Then you're like, oh, there's one. We can't celebrate. We can't celebrate one. We just used we just potentially used all 4 we've potentially used a full round to kill one guy. You know what I mean? Because we could all miss. Or then there's still 8 guys that get to go.
And one thing I haven't told you guys, this is something they do in NADPOD that I super enjoy. You guys technically all have the feature of cleave.
Oh yeah.
So in battle, cleave rules are always in effect. if you do damage to one person and it's like above so many hit points, and there's an enemy right behind them, you're gonna do that many hit points of extra to the next guy. So it makes it a lot easier to get rid of like swarms and stuff like that instead of you guys. Oh yeah, there's this swarm of 20 little bees or something, and you're only knocking out one at a time. Like, no, I do 20 damage. Okay, yeah, that knocks out
4 bees.
eight of them or something like that. It makes it a lot easier on me, and it's a lot more fun for you guys. Just to imagine your characters swinging through, or your spells just
blowing through
swiping through these enemies. Like, that makes it so much cooler.
Yeah, I think I'm excited to have a difficult fight.
Yeah, me too.
Because we had that first fight with the wolf, and that was actually pretty hard. I feel like
That was. I about ate it.
You
I
about
think
ate
there's
it.
2 of us that almost died, right?
Miles was really low.
Yeah.
I think Drugan even took. Me and Drugan both took damage, or one of us, I think.
Yeah.
One of us didn't take any damage.
I don't think I took any damage.
Yeah, I think I took damage. And after that fight, we've mowed through every other fight since then. Like the dwarves.
Yeah. We got lucky with some good rolls.
That's true. And the white coats mowed through those. Yeah. So this next fight, when we're like having to actually like using all of our abilities, I think that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
I'm excited to actually like introduce more things. Like, I want to give you guys so much on this crit and rally that it probably hurts the campaign. But like,
the world's so big.
It's just think about this, right? Like, I'm giving it to you, but I want to, but I don't want to. The name is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if there are campaigns where there aren't these magical flying creatures, like even just something, a dragon as small as a drake or something like that, like there has to be.
I want to see a dragon when I play Dungeons and Dragons.
There has to be something like that. And so, like, to get you guys into these, I know what you guys can do now, right? And so, like, to put you guys against these animated snowmans is, like, pointless. Like, it's pointless. I rolled for 3 animated snowmen to hit all on Drugan last time, and they all missed. Like, that is pointless. Like, when I can introduce, when I know you guys' like level of playing and know how you guys play your characters, and I can introduce these bigger, badder monsters and characters, it makes it so much more fun for me instead of me just being like, yeah, you knock his head off.
Another wolf appears.
Did it set up some really epic moments?
Good for you. And one of the things I really like, just talking about dragons in general, the one thing I really like about dragons is a lot of them are like, they have that common language.
Yeah.
So like they can talk back to you and be like, I'm going to beat the ever-living crap. Like, I'm going to do you in right now.
Yeah.
And like they actually have those stats instead of animated snowmen that are puppets.
Yeah.
Like, I know you guys. I don't know if you guys have like flipped through the I don't know if you guys have flipped through the monster manual.
Yep.
But like, just seeing the possibilities of the stuff that we probably are gonna have to fight. Oh, So awesome. And I love, like, I feel like some people make campaigns and they want to homebrew so many creatures because they want to make their own custom, like, cool boss. Bro, I just want to fight. I just want to fight a beholder. I just want to fight a beholder.
I think my favorite thing is what I'll do is like take a beholder, for instance. I'll take a beholder in the monster manual on the stat sheet, take everything, and then I'll go on the homebrew section of D&D Beyond and look up beholder, and there'll be like little things that I'll add to the main beholder, and it makes it like it gives it that presence of I'm actually a part of this instead of just looking at a page and being like, oh yeah, I'll send a beholder your way. Like it gives it that customization that like I really enjoy.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the monsters that you guys face will at least like 5% be someone that is posted on D&D Beyond that homebrew or something like that, or something that I've came up with, like the oil for Kasaki and the wraps for Drugan. Those were me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't go on D&D Beyond and like look up, like that was like something I was like, oh, I can connect this to the penguins, but I can also give them something that they really need. Drugan only doing, is it 1d4 or 1d6 of damage on unarmed strikes?
1d6.
Yeah,
1d4 plus 4.
Yeah, like to get that +1 is a big boost for him. Kasaki to be able to actually have a chance at stealthing is ridiculously, it's just nice for them. Like, so I think adding that homebrew aspect with the creations that D&D has already made in their horror rule books is so nice.
Factual.
I also need to work on taking out my ums. I say so many times, and it's starting to piss me off because I've caught on to it. I've caught on to it now, and every time I do it, I'm like, Levi, I'm gonna hit myself in the face.
As soon as I mentioned it to you, you were never gonna stop thinking about it.
I think this next week, I'm going to just talk to myself. Like in my apartment, I'm going to say everything I want out loud and just see if I'm ever like, because it like all it is a space filler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I could just fill that space with silence, that would be so nice. But gotta work on it.
Real quick, I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that we are bringing to Dungeons, Dragons, and Drinks. A few things that we're probably going to bring to Dungeons, Dragons, and Drinks. I think we're planning on bringing maybe a gaming element to it. We're going to play around with maybe doing some Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if it's in the air. It's in the air. I know that Jack, I talked to Jack, I talked to Levi, the people who have PCs wanting to play Baldur's Gate 3, just to have a little extra stuff on the channel for people to watch. We're pretty excited for that. We're also thinking about doing, I have a D&D cookbook, so I thought about doing cooking some D&D themed stuff for the channel. I also thought about doing mini unboxings and like Wizards of the Coast unboxings, because they release stuff all the time. And then we will be posting a lot of new shorts on the channel. Those are up in the air for what kind of content we're going to be making for that. We're probably going to be doing homebrew D&D items, a lot of other kind of stuff like that. And let me see. There was something else I was talking about earlier.
Hey, can you not say so much, dude?
I think you only would cut in when you said
Really? That's so funny.
I did not hear a lot of that.
I know. I'll repeat it to you after this. Oh, what was the last thing that we were talking about?
You
Earlier.
talked about the game session. You talked about the cooking.
Cooking,
The minifigs.
the minifigs.
Pain, yeah, pain.
Oh,
Art.
and yeah, painting. Oh my god, thank you. Yes, and we also thought about doing maybe painting streams. I think painting streams would be cool, or we'll do videos. Either one of those, just to get more D&D stuff out there for you guys. And yeah, I know Levi is working on the Discord, and I need to be working on the Discord too. So that will be out within the next week. I think we can probably open it in the next week now that I have
did
power
update
back.
it. I did update it with you guys' character mini creations from Hero Forge.
Oh, sweet.
Besides Kasaki, but he'll get his. He's been busy this week. He's a Phillies fan, so he's obviously just been spending his time watching shit baseball. And I've also updated the NPC list with some of the NPCs that the players have met. I do obviously have to update for this session with Rockhopper, Victoria, people like that. But I think everything should be updated. I will be updating the items and infos section with the things that the characters got today to help them out on their journey forward. And then maps and locations. That is completely updated right now. As they move to different terrains of the continent, it will get updated as well.
Sweet.
How many times did I say during that?
I didn't count. I don't think very many though.
Yeah,
I don't think
I didn't really know this.
I didn't notice it. If you did,
Okay. We're good. We're
We're getting
good.
there. We're
Easy
getting there.
peasy.
You guys are good liars.
Roll deception.
Hey, guys, as I believe Jack or Jarrett said it so brilliantly before, hit that bell, like and subscribe. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for the good session. We'll hopefully see each other in a week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll see you guys.
Peace be with you.
Peace.
Peace.